at the lake for another weekend. You can see we picked up the Mini, and we're ready to do some digging this weekend. We got to try to get that well sorted out, get that pressure tank out of there. We got to dig all that up. We got to get to that pitless adapter and try to get a new line run to the garage this weekend. We're also going to try to get a new internet conduit ready for the local company to run the internet to the house. So we're going to try to dig that line as well. So yeah, let's get this thing unloaded. Let's get started. It's going to be a great day. All right, check it out. We got it all blocked and backfilled. Sweet. Starting to look like something. Oh boy, it left me a mess here. We're gonna have a lot to clean up, that's for sure. Here we are. It is a cold morning out here today. It's got to be about 30 degrees. We're going to get back on this water again today. So, I don't know if you can see my breath. Look at the lake. Look at the steam coming off the lake. All right, we've dug this trench 36 inches deep. We've already started backfilling it. Man, it's been a lot of work. All right, let's get to it. All right, so you can see we got that trench all filled back in. I still got this part open because this is where we're going into the garage right here from the well. You can see it going straight into the garage. Right there. Oh, right there. The second line coming out, that's the one going to the house. So we're going to end up digging a trench here in a few days, and we're going to go straight under the house, drill a hole through that block, and get in right where those flags are. So while we're doing that, I'm going to come around the front here. We're also going to run a trench line from the front of the house where these flags are. And we're going to go over to the electric pole, and that's going to be for our internet install. Finally, we're going to get that back going. It's been working temporarily, but now we're going to finally have a permanent solution. All right, we got those trenches dug. Didn't take too long, a couple hours. try not to fall in the hole here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try to punch a hole through this cinder block with a couple of bits. I had to run to the hardware store to grab some more fittings. So we're going to try to get through the block right now, and then we're going to pass the new water line through and get that situated. Let's get it. All right, what I'm going to use to punch through this block is this masonry hole saw right here. This is a mandrel. I got a 30 millimeter and a 40 millimeter. I'm not sure which one I'm going to need. Of course, I'm going to choose the smallest one I need, but I need to choose correctly the first time, because you can't re-drill it once you drill the first hole, because the pilot hole will be gone. So all right, let's measure it up and see which one we need. All right, I went and got an actual piece of the water line that's going through the house, and it looks like the 30 is a little bit too small. It's right the exact same size almost. So we're gonna have to go with the bigger one. I like that because it's gonna need a little bit of flex. Check this out. Busting my ass all weekend. I know it still needs to be graded out. We dug up that whole water line, trenched it all the way down to here, coming into the garage right here. All right, check it out. We got both trenches filled back in. Finally, the water line is hooked up to the house and it's into the garage. This is all patched over. So that Wintec line is gonna make it super easy for them to come back and hook up the internet, so we should be running relatively quickly after I give them a call, because all the hard work is done. Thank God that's done. That took all day. That seriously took all day, and some of last night too. But we're gonna keep going. It's still early afternoon. We're gonna get back in the garage, we're gonna get back on that water system, and we're gonna start building that up. Here's a look at this spin down filter. It's a fine mesh filter. You can see it's 100 microns, so it captures the heavy rocks and sand and stuff. So then we gradually get smaller from there. So when this collects, it swirls around in this chamber as it comes in, and then this here at the bottom collects all the sand and sediment, debris, and we release it with this valve right here. We attach a little hose to the bottom and send that out to a drain. All right, check it out. We're ready to put on the triple filter system right here. We got to put this up so we know where to run the lines next and how to run the bypass. So we're going to get this up on the wall, but first, the inlet and the outlet on here are reversed. So we got to change this whole filter head around. We got to unbolt it, turn it around, bolt it back in, which will swap the position of these two filters essentially. So then we'll be able to get it on the wall and get it in the right position. So we're going to do that next. Alright, I figured I'd show you what's inside these filter housings. This first one's just a big sediment filter. I don't know if you can tell that texture. It's just like a woven string sort of thing. Chemicals and iron, and this is activated carbon for taste, odor, and all the rest of it. Check it out, we got the water system all set up finally. Man, that took a long time. I still got to figure out the drain situation for the water softener from the brine tank. I got an injection pump, but it's too small, so I got to get a bigger one. But here we go. Got the water coming in, spin down filter over here to the tank. Do my pressure switch. Back up to the filter assembly. There's the bypass. From the filter goes to the water softener. From the water softener up to the bacteria and virus UV filter, through the flow meter and out to the house. All right, we got it hooked up to the panel. We're ready to go. One last thing is I need to wire in for the water softener and the UV filter. I got an added outlet, but I don't have any wire, So I'm gonna have to come back next weekend and do that. But for right now, boy, that was a lot of work, but it really looks good. Water, go. So we're gonna head out. We're packing up. We're gonna head out this morning. See my breath. It's cold as hell out here today. So winter's coming. Winter's coming. So all right, we're gonna pack up. We're gonna get out of here right quick and head to the house. We'll see you next weekend.